This is an example of a very touch-tolerant dog named April. Before I started the eval, I walked her around the area and let her get used to the surroundings. She had a chance to potty as well. Here, April greets me with a very friendly approach. She's not jumping, she's not overly excited, she's not invading my space. She has a nice middle tail wag. And then I start the eval by trying to touch her teeth. I touch her ears, and I touch her front paw. Notice her tail doesn't stop wagging, and she stays loose and relaxed. She licks her lips once or twice when I touch her back foot, but this is a fairly minor reaction. She readily comes back to me when called with the same polite body posture. Here she sits down to get more pets. She's in a more submissive and vulnerable position here. Sitting down is more polite. Here she rubs against me a little bit, but she's still keeping her distance and I don't feel she's being invasive. Here I'm trying to get her a little excited and she does jump up. But she's easily deterred. She comes back to me when I call her again. She leaves whatever she was interested in to come back to me. I'm going to attempt having her sit by touching her. She knows the command sit, but I'm not going to use that for the evaluation. I want to see how she reacts if I physically make her sit. And here she just sits fairly easily and stays very loose in her body. I decide to try and attempt putting her in a down by putting pressure behind her shoulder blade. And then a truck goes by, so I stop. And once the truck leaves, I try again. She almost accepts going into a down, but I'm not going to push her and make her uncomfortable. April was emaciated and possibly chained before rescue. She proves that temperament is important. A great temperament will persevere regardless of how the dog is raised. Even if the dog was mistreated originally, this dog will likely do well with kids and people, and she will be friendly to strangers. I can tell this by her tolerance to touch, her lack of any possessive movements towards me. A dog that is tolerant of being touched is good for children since they tend to be hands-on with the dog.